So hello friends, today I'm going to show you how to open this lens. It's a Nikkor 200mm f4, and then we're talking about the AES version that you can recognize because of the orange 32, and then yeah, this thing here. Okay, so I got this lens from my good friend Fred, and then the lens has a bit of haze, which is a haze rather difficult to see. Let me try to give you like super strong light. Oh yeah, you can see it there. Yeah. It has this really strange haze, which is on the back of the front element. So, and then what we're going to do is to open the lens. I'm going to show you how to do it. It is extremely simple. Then we're going to disassemble this, and then there's actually 3 screws that you need to remove. There's one here, and then there is 2 here around the hood, and then you actually need to find them by looking here. Here I found already one. Well, I actually removed it already to gain some time. So we're not going to remove those, but you will need to remove that if you want to get rid of the front, so you can remove the front element. So the order of operations is, and you can either remove this in here, and then actually did it yesterday. Okay, it comes out. I had to use rubber gloves, so pay attention to that. And then you remove this thing here, and then with that you can take out the hood. So that's the first part of the disassembly, and then here I'm going to show you. I don't actually need to do it for what I want to do, but you will know anyway. So you just get this small screw here loose. There's only one, and then you just need to screw this in here, and then here you have the front element. Here you can pull this in here, and then you remove the rest of the optics, and then you have here also the diaphragm. It's a rather interesting build. I think it's the first time I see this kind of construction. Here the lenses are quite clean, the back, and then here you have the body, which is also in very good condition. So we're not going to take care of that. If your body have some problems, this is what you need to do to reach this point, and then you can keep working on it. Here I can see the helicoils, so you can probably grease them easily, and then do other things on the body. This part here as well is in good condition as well, so I'm not going to touch it. And then here the part I'm really interested in is here, this front element, and then I need to remove this ring here. So as you can see, I already scratched it a bit yesterday trying to remove it for the first time, so to prepare the video. And then at the end what I did, I add some nail polish removal fluid, and then the thing came out rather easily. And then I used the spanner, but then just to avoid having damages of risk, what I did here is I put my rubber cone, as I'm doing now, in this position, and then I came on top of that with the spanner. It didn't work. The thing that worked at the end was the nail polish removal and fluid, and then the rubber cone, and then here put it in this position, and then I was able to remove the ring, which is here, and then I reach here, the point that I want, which is here, and then let me try to show you better. This haze that we have in this lens is very complex lens, haze, because you can only see it from an angle, and then it's really annoying. My friend actually had to send it to another repairman because he had this problem for a while, and then the guy simply refused to do the repair because he didn't saw anything, but then he still charged my friend for taking a look at the lens. So what we're going to do now is to remove the front element. So I am picking my small element here, and then what I'm going to do is just to pick this lens, and then I'm going to put it somewhere safe. Okay, I am back. I actually found this solution just to keep the lens safe, and then here we have the infamous haze that we're looking for. Just I had a piece of black glass that I can show you, then still I don't manage to show you that haze. Okay, here you can see it. Okay, here you have that haze. Okay, very annoying thing. So what we're going to do, and then I hope it's going to work, is just to do a simple cleaning. So I pick my cleaning stuff. I'm not going to do a lot of ceremony about it. So I take my lens cleaning fluid that you see here, then optical cleaning paper. I don't know if I'm going to need it, I get it ready anyway. My lens pen just to push the paper, then a microfiber cloth, and then I will do a simple try just to see how it goes. I blow. We add the lens cleaning fluid. And then I come with the microfiber cloth. Then I just simply clean. Okay, so the haze seems to be gone. Okay, there's still a bit, but I think if I rub a bit more, I'm going to be able to remove it. So I'm going to do that off the camera. You already saw how I do it. It's rather simple. And then we meet just in a few seconds for the reassembly of the lens. So hello friends, I am back. I am done with the cleaning. I had to use at the end optical cleaning paper. I didn't show you that, but then if you check any of my other videos, I use the optical cleaning paper in almost all of them. And then here the haze is gone. This is a very good thing. Then what I did, I put this lens back, the front element, and then I put the ring, because as it usually happens to me, if I want to show you this, for whatever reason, it's going to fall, and then I will have to restart all over again. So I prefer to be safe. So I did this before. But then the thing was rather simple. I had it on my bacon sucker element. So, and then I put it there, and then I screw it again, the ring, using a rubber cone. This is rather simple. Then now I'm going to show you how to reassemble this lens. This is also very simple. So you have these two elements which obviously seem to get together, but then this is the first thing we're going to put in, and then here you need to pay some attention, because you have a very small slot here, and then this is for this thing here, which moves the diaphragm here, and then obviously needs to match the position of the diaphragm. So what I'm going to do is to go to f32, and then this puts the position here, and then you have this small slot. I think my focusing is not very good. Okay, and then this slot is made to receive this element here, and then this is going to be our Q. We're going to close the diaphragm, so it will be in a very favorable position to get in, and then usually you have to wiggle a bit. I'm not 100% on the right position. Okay. Okay. Here you need to get on the slot that I showed to you before. You need to wiggle probably a bit, and then you got it. Then I put this thing really quick, just to avoid having issues. And then here there's the usual thing with this screw. You actually need to find the position where it goes, and then here it's quite difficult to see it. I think the position here is here. Oh, it was yesterday here on the air. So you put this element here, and then you twist that, and then here make sure we match the air position. Here quite good, I would say. And then here you simply need to screw. Be careful with the tip of your screwdriver not to scratch the paint. This has happened to me before, and then I have to tell you, it is extremely annoying. Then here we're almost done. I put the hood, and then I put this ring back in position, and then here you need to pay attention. Actually, here you have these points. Okay, I'm not very good with the focusing today. You have this point here, and then you need to make sure the screw is going to match that position. So I'm going to keep it here, and then it's a bit of the tricky part, because you need to screw and then make sure you reach the set hole. So I think you can mark it with a pen. This is what I'm going to do, but then you get the idea. But then this is pretty much how you reassemble this lens. And then in the case of my friend, he's going to be really happy, because this haze that was annoying him very much is gone. I can do a final check, and then you can see the lens is now clear. Okay, so this is all I wanted to show you today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.